Good evening. Well, it's tough being a Rangers fan. I mean, let's be realistic. I mean, this team. The moment I see this game going to overtime, I'm like, they're gonna lose. I mean, they cannot win a freaking overtime game. I mean, it is unbelievable. This team continues to puke in overtime. I mean, what can you say? I mean, this is they're a young team. Clearly, they're not finishing games right now. I still think we need a new coach. The effort is so wildly inconsistent with this team. It drives me nuts. They are literally the definition of Jekyll and Hyde right now. They are Jekyll and Hyde. I mean, they've played some really good games this year. They've gotten their doors blown off them sometimes this year. And in the same game, they look like world beaters 1 minute, and the next minute they can't. They're running around like a chicken with their head cut off. I mean, we gave up so many golden breakaway opportunities in this game. Okay, two, but late in the third period. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, another overtime loss. Clearly, we're not making the playoffs this year. I mean, this is the season's almost done. I mean, unbelievable. I don't know what else to say. I mean, how many more types of losses can this franchise, can this team do this year? I mean, especially when it comes to overtime and there's clearly this team's not ready to win, and they're not going to be winners this year. They're not making the playoffs. I mean, games like this are a reminder that they just can't finish. They can't finish. They cannot finish. And as soon as the game goes to overtime, that's it. They are going to do something. It's going to be a bad turnover. It's going to be a breakaway. It doesn't matter who the goalie is. It doesn't matter who's on the ice. They cannot win in overtime. They cannot do it. It's frustrating. You know, it's very frustrating at this. You keep seeing these games, and it makes you absolutely crazy because this team could be something, but they keep finding ways to lose, and they're clearly not there yet. So I just want to say another tough overtime loss, and they're back at it Wednesday, and probably going to be more of the same garbage. But alrighty, well, just ranting, a brutal loss to take. It's been a tough season, and obviously with COVID shortened protocols, and the fact that they've played their division rivals, it doesn't help that they've been all tough divisional games. You know, and under normal circumstances, they'd get easier games against teams like Ottawa, Detroit. I think even San Jose's kind of taken a step backwards this year, but it's just not happening this year. It's just not happening. I mean, clearly these are games. They played so many close games that they just have found a way to blow, and they blew it. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, maybe, like I said, maybe we need a different coach to take them to the next level. Igor Shesterkin has actually got to consistently stay on the ice and show that he can be a franchise goalie that we're counting on him to be with Lundqvist no longer here. But the bottom line is there's issues. I mean, they're so close, but yet it seems like they're so close yet so far away because these losses are tough to take. But anyways, just want to say that, and have a good night.